Welcome back, folks, to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is Friday, December 10th, 2 days away, less than 48 hours to the big game. And it seems like this Cowboys-Washington rivalry has been rekindled back to the days of old. Seems like lately it's been Cowboys-Eagles who have been the two big rivals, but this game... For some reason, the last few years, the animosity towards these two teams have got back to where it was in the past, back when they were both dominant. And I believe we're dominant this year. Now, I love Mike McCarthy. I love his press conference. I love him saying that we're going to go in there and win this game. And I love the quarterback, Dak Prescott, seconding that motion when asked about his coach's press conference. His answer was, shit, yeah, we're going to go down there and win. You damn right. You best believe that. We're healthy now. We're healthy. As for the injury report, Noah Brown, he'll be out. Cedric Wilson, I believe, will play, and Malik Turner will play. Malik Turner, he's been turning some heads lately, number 17. Y'all might not know who he is. Wide receiver for us. I saw him beat Marshawn Lattimore one-on-one 3 times against New Orleans. Kid might have a future. And Tony Pollard is a game-time decision. Now, he has a completely torn fascia, plantar fasciitis, which you say is better than a partially torn. It's basically pain management. Taysom Hill had that same injury. We just played against him, and he ran for 101 yards at quarterback. So he's questionable, but they're going to inject him with a painkiller in that foot, and he's going to run just like a gazelle, just like they did with Aaron Rodgers and his broken pinky toe. Give him a painkilling injection before the game and halftime. And you saw Aaron Rodgers running for a touchdown and just moving all around the pocket like he had no broken pinky toe. And a broken pinky toe is nothing to sneeze at. So I believe TP will be just fine. Washington, Landon Collins, he is questionable. I think it's Jamie Davis or Jamin Davis, their middle linebacker, is questionable. And his backup, Jordan Kunesk, is out. So if their 2 middle linebackers can't play, they're going to be short the linebacker position. Questionable also, 2 big-time questionable players, J.D. Mckissick, very, very elusive receiving running back. He can run the ball pretty well too, but he's a hell of a back catching the ball. And Curtis Samuel, a good threat on the outside as a receiver. Jonathan Allen, he was limited to practice all week with a growing injury. So hopefully he won't be 100% coming into this game. Chase Young is out, as you know. Montez Sweat is on COVID. And Logan Thomas, I wish I don't know one, but at least he didn't get a tear, but he's out for the season. And that was Taylor Heineke's biggest safety blanket, just like Romo to Witten for all those years. So Logan Thomas is out for the year. Their best offensive lineman right now is a right guard, Brandon Sheriff. He's all pro. Their tackles, their left tackle, Charles Leno Jr., who is average at best. The right tackle is Cornelius Lucas. Never heard of the man. Those tackles are going to have to block the likes of Tank Lawrence, Randy Gregory, and Micah Parsons. This should be fun. Now, Washington's last 4 games, their last 4 games winning streak against Tampa Bay at home, they win 29-19. They have 320 yards to 273 Tampa Bay's. Big thing here was time of possession. Washington had the ball 39 and a half minutes. Tampa Bay had the ball 20 and a half minutes. That's huge. Or it's 39 and a half to 20 and a half, I believe. And then against Carolina, Washington has 369 total yards to Carolina's 297. Time of possession, 36 minutes to 24 minutes in favor of Washington. They're holding on to that football. Against Seattle, 17-15. Washington has 371 yards. Seattle 267. Time of possession in that game was 42 minutes for Washington, 18 for Seattle. 42 minutes TOP for Washington, 18 for Seattle. And they still almost lost the game. If they make the 2-point conversion, Seattle, it goes into overtime. And then against the Raiders, yardage is pretty much even. 33 minutes time of possession to the Raiders. 34 minutes time of possession to the Raiders, 26. So they've been winning time of possession last 4 games. Big time, except for the last game. It's kind of, a little average here. But when you're talking about 39.5 to 20.5 and 42 to 18, those are big time deals, because you hold the ball 42 minutes of the game, you are almost guaranteed to win that game. Our last 4 games, at home against Atlanta, that game, we put up 431, we allowed only 214. We had the ball 38 minutes, they had the ball 22. At Kansas City, we only put up 276, they put up 370. It was pretty much split time of possession. Against Vegas, we let up 509 yards. We get 437. It was time of possession was in their favor. I believe it was 39 minutes to 26, something along those lines. And then last game against the Saints, we put up 405 yards. They put up 377. We had the ball for 32 minutes. They had the ball for 28. So, time of possession will be key here. The 3 keys of victory against this game, and I haven't been pumped up for a game this much since I wouldn't say since 2018 maybe. No game in 2019 was I this hyped for, or no game last year or this year, just because it's Washington talking all that mess, coming up at 6-6 and thinking that they're just gonna take us out at FedEx Field when we're getting fully healthy and coming off a mini bye week. The 3 keys of victory, and these are the keys, is number 1, we need to score first and fast. Just like we did against Atlanta. If we win a coin toss, I'd say receive. Let's get the ball first. We've got a 3-headed monster at receiver. We haven't had that all season, except against Atlanta, but we really didn't even need it. We've got a 3-headed monster at receiver, and still have Cedric Wilson and Dalton Schultz. We still got Zeke in there to block if he needs to. And score fast. Get up on them by at least 10 points. Get a 2-score lead. Score your first 2-3 possessions. Even if it's 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Score. Key number 2, defense. Taylor Heineke's been wanting to give the ball away these last 4 games, but the defenses have not been taking advantage of it. I don't know if you saw the Raiders game, but one of the Raiders could have ended it with an easy pick 6 that he dropped. Taylor Heineke is not the best passer in the pocket, especially under duress, which he will be through the course of the game. Shut down the run off the get-go, just so they know that. We get up on them quick, they're going to be passing that football, and we just rush him all day. Give him his worst day he's ever had. I'm predicting we get a minimum of 6 sacks. 6, count them, 6. And I wouldn't be surprised if number 11 gets 3 of them. 6 sacks, 4 takeaways. We get back-to-back 4 takeaway games. One of them might go to the house. I don't know, but I know Diggs is going to get 1 pick for sure. And there will be a strip sack in this game recovered by us. Maybe a scoop and score, hopefully. And defense get takeaways, Just dominate, especially now that we're healthy. Having Gallimore, Tristan Hill, Justin Hamilton, those guys rotating in the middle. And then the defensive ends, Tank, Gregory, Armstrong, Basham. On first down, you have Micah Parsons playing linebacker. Stop that run. On passing downs, we're putting the NASCAR package out there, baby. And our NASCAR package is probably better than anybody else's out there. And the third key, I would say, is let the pass game open up the run game. I would love to see Zeke get over 100 yards for the first time since the Giants. Let the pass game, let Dak Prescott dissect that defense so bad they start putting three-man fronts up there on the defensive line just to stop that pass game, and let Dak check to a run, and let Elliott start pounding and Pollard start pounding up that middle to where that we just got them so off kilt they can't stop us no matter what they do. Those are the three keys of victory right there. Score first and fast, get on top, and get on top by more than just one score. Defense, come to play like you're a championship defense, because I believe by the end of the season, by week 18 after the Eagles game, we'll be a top 10, maybe top 5 defense because we're finally healthy. And our front seven is nothing to sneeze at. It is the most dangerous in the NFL. And a good front seven can mask deficiencies in the secondary. Once Donovan Wilson comes back off IR, that'll solidify that secondary a lot. Anthony Brown's been playing very good. Only had 2 bad games, game 1 and Thanksgiving. And basically, we're going to blow the doors off Washington. We're going to blow the doors off. We're going to beat the brakes off their ass. And after that, NFL is going to be on notice. Just like after Kansas City beat Oakland on that primetime game, big divisional game. And what was it, 42-14, something like that. And the next day, the headlines on First Take or Get Up was, they're back. That's exactly what our headlines are going to be. We're playing a divisional foe. People are thinking that we're in a slump like Kansas City was. We're going to come out. We're going to stomp that divisional foe into the ground, and we're going to bury their ass. We're going to smell blood in the water early, and we're going to attack. We're not going to let the foot off the gas. And then the next day, when we're 9-4, and Washington goes to 6-7 and drops out of the 7th seed, they're 6th seed right now, but after they lose, they'll be 8 or 9. The highlights on the shows in the morning will be, they're back. Are the Cowboys Super Bowl contenders again? You damn right we are, because we're healthy. And offensive line, whoever Joe Philbin chooses to be the starting 5 this Sunday, make the decision. I would prefer Steele to be a right tackle, but whatever. Make your 5 and keep them there for the rest of the year. No more switching around. You have to have continuity on the offensive line. So pick 5 damn linemen. You know, if you want McGovern to stay in, then make him stay in, and he's in for good. If you want Williams back in, put Williams back in. Personally, I think Connor's done a better job. The numbers say so. The numbers say Steele's done a better job than Collins also. And Steele earned the right to be right tackle. But whatever. Put your 5 guys out there and keep them out there for the rest of the season so they can build some continuity and, you know, have that unspoken language that offensive linemen have when they play together for a long time. My score prediction for this game is, I don't think we're going to kick any field goals. It's going to be 35 to 10. That's my score prediction. 35 to 10. We're going to hold Taylor Heinicke to a field goal. It's going to be 35-3 late in the 4th quarter, and they're going to get a garbage time touchdown to probably Terry McLaurin or somebody like that. But I believe Dak Prescott's going to throw for over 400. CeeDee Lamb, Gallup, and Cooper are going to eat. And if Zeke can get 100 yards, that would be beautiful. What would really warm my heart is to see Elliott bust off a 60-yard touchdown run. Something he hasn't done since 2016. Not a run of that length. He had a 47-yard run against Carolina. But bust off a 60-yard touchdown run, that would be, oh man, that would just be beautiful. Looking like the Zeke of old. But Cowboy Nation, get ready. This is going to be a big game, a big statement game at their house. And we're going to have a lot of Cowboy fans there too. It's going to be 50-50, maybe more. And we're going to burn down FedEx Field. Dak is 7-1 against Washington, and he only lost that one game because of that stupid penalty about center bobbing his head before the snap of the field goal. And we have Brett the Fret Maher at kicker at the time. Other than that, Dak has owned Washington, and he has 2 homes AT&T Stadium and FedEx Field, baby. And he's going to show y'all on Sunday. And that defense is going to show up and show out. Parsons, Gregory, Tank, Diggs, Curse, all them boys are going to show out as a unit. So 35-10, final score. We get 4 takeaways, 6 sacks. Remember these, what I'm saying. So on Monday, y'all going to say, damn, Charles was right. We got 6 sacks. We might get more. I'm saying minimum 6. He was right. We got 7 sacks. We got 4 turnovers, 3 INTs, and a strip sack. Hell, Trayvon took one to the house too. He got 10 picks on the year. Michael Parsons has 13 sacks now. He got 3. Watch, I'm telling y'all. And Dak is just going to light it up. He's had 10 days to get on page, get healthy with everybody. Amari Cooper's 100% healthy. He's not sick like he was in the Saints game. And he's going to give William Jackson and that secondary hell. And I think Fuller is their other cornerback. But whatever, man. They can't cover him one-on-one. So, this is going to be a fun game. I'm freaking pumped. I wish it was Sunday noon already. But y'all get up for this, Cowboy Nation. If y'all like my channel, like my content, and take an analysis on things, please subscribe. Every subscriber counts. Share, like, do all those good things, guys. Shout out to Law Nation. Put me on the show this week. Shout out to Mark Holmes doing his thing in D.C., bringing all the Cowboy fans into that stadium. And shout out to Tom Downey, always keeping us updated with breaking news and coverage. But, yeah, those are my takeaways from this game that we're going to dominate. We are not going to let them hold the ball for 40 minutes. It's going to be the opposite. Taylor Heineke's going to be on the sideline most of the game because he's going to lose the ball a lot and have a lot of 3-and-outs. And Antonio Gibson, you're a gifted athlete, but you're not going to run against us. No, sir. Mark Ingram, ask Mark Ingram how easy it was to run against us. And they had pretty much the same line y'all do. So, that's that, guys. I will have a video Monday morning, a victory video Monday morning for y'all. And y'all tune into that. But that's it for tonight. Charles in Charge. Cowboy Sports Report is out.